when you watched the game back on film, did anything jump out that you didn't notice in the moment that made you guys so effective against the Bills?
I think the thing we did best was, everybody complimented each other, from offense to defense to special teams. That little stretch you had there where we get the sack, I get the sack, then we get the block punt, touchdown, then the offense goes, and then we go back. I think we get another stop, or we were able to hold them, and then the offense goes down and score. We needed a couple things to go right, and in that sequence, you see how big of a play those were.
When you guys, a lot of pre-snap movement between you guys, how tight did you feel that was for what you guys wanted to do? I mean, you guys obviously executed, but we can't see the things that you guys were like, man, we missed that. How ready do you guys feel like you guys are still in that mode?
Well, I think we're going to continue to get better at it. I think it was our first game with fans, so it was a little bit different than last year. But that's something we have to continue to work at, our pre-snap movement, our communication. I remember the first play we were out there, we were just over-talking because, we didn't get used to the crowd right from the get-go. So, you got to be good with your signals. You got to be able to all communicate and, yell out the call to make sure everybody's got it.
Yeah, where does this game rank as a team defense for you and individual performance for you?
I don't really, try to rank as an individual performance. For me, it just ranks as one out of 16 so far, or 1 out of 17. Jeez. But I think for us, it's how can we improve? How can we continue to just keep getting better?
Well, this was one of your greatest games. Wouldn't you say that at least?
I don't know. If it is one of my greatest games, so be it. That means I just got to play better. I don't think I'm ever going to settle and say that, that's my greatest performance ever.
Cam, your career arc, how are you, do you think you're a better player at 30, 31 than you were at 21, 22, whatever you've been?
Yeah, hands down.
Okay. Is that because of smart? Is that because you're physically more prepared? Was that that doesn't happen with everybody.
Man, I think I just continue to grow because the more I know, the more my body can do. I put in a lot of work in the off season, continue to grow and continue to learn. The things I know now that I didn't know at 21, I wish I knew. That'd be like going back and playing in high school. I feel like there's things that you learn how to take care of your body better. You learn how to use your hands more. It's a culmination of things that you just continue to grow at.
Cam, something Mike said, he told us, these are his words, not ours, he said, keep reminding you of your age because it motivates you.
Yeah.
He said that's something that he throws it in your face all the time because he knows that you're going to react to it. Does it work? Is it motivating?
There's other things that motivate me, but that's a little side thing he's got going. But if he wants to continue to harp on my age, so be it. But there's a lot of other things that motivate me. If I could be honest, there are a lot of other players that are really good at my position, but I don't see the reason why they're better than me. That's just me being honest. I feel like I put in the work, and I try to be the best D lineman in the league. I don't really pay attention to that, but for me, around my teammates and playing with this team, I feel like I'm the best in the NFL.
You mentioned the fans in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Fans here. You guys are going to be playing in front of a full house for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you anticipate it being like?
Man, I'm excited. I saw one thing what was like, Raider Nation, we're about to, have our black and silver on. I'm like, that's not finna happen here. This isn't like the Chargers where everybody goes and has a home game. When you come here, it's black and gold all day. So I'm excited to see it. It's been a while. I know we've missed it dearly. It's such an advantage as a defense. When the offense can't hear and they gotta, waste a timeout or they gotta take a penalty, we thrive for that.
How about Renegade for the first time?
Oh man, I gotta. Sometimes you get too jacked and you get out of whack. But it should be pretty fun.
You've been around long enough to have experienced quite a few Raiders debacles.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pass this on to the team? Do they know, or are they riding pretty high right now?
Man, the Raiders debacles, You know, when we lost Terrell over in Oakland, that was rough. Here, shoot, I remember last time we played here, my son was born, but that wasn't a debacle. But, you know, and then everybody likes to talk like Franco didn't catch the ball. So let's just be honest. Raiders Steelers is always full of shenanigans.
You didn't play in that game.
I didn't. I better not. I'm not that damn old. Jeez.
Cam, how much is Dunbar helped you guys pass rush? You know,
Yeah.
Interior, you know, outside guys as well.
I think, you know, Dunbar has coached some extremely, you know, gifted pass rushers, whether it was Kevin Williams or Jared Allen. You know, he knows how to connect with players. He knows what we're looking for. And sometimes you just might be too raw, and he just needs to help you refine your skills. And I think he does a great job of doing it, whether it's our technique and our drills, but everything hits home.
Is there an example of how he's helped you?
I would say, you know, I think I've had two different coaches here. So Mitch was always the guy where there was no satisfying him, and you had to be almost textbook in your approach, where it was stop the run. Here is, you know, with Dunbar, you can take a little bit more risk, and, you know, he's not asking you to be a robot. And, you know, I think having that early on for me was huge with Mitch, but now it allows me to, you know, excel because I'm able to take a little bit more risk now because I know what I'm doing.
What does it say about Alex being a second-year player, Melvin new to the team, but you guys are already ready to just throw out all these different looks and move at the snap, move right before the snap of the ball to create that confusion and chaos for the offense?
I think that just goes back to our practice. You know, we had a tough training camp, but, you know, we communicate a lot. You know, it's about, you know, working with those guys, making sure they feel comfortable. The best thing for Alex last year was him playing. You know, I know it didn't happen organically where Bud got hurt, but getting Alex in there, getting him accustomed to starting, and then bringing in Melvin, who's a seasoned vet, you know, those guys are able to, you know, work on the fly. And having a three-headed monster like TJ and Alex and Mel really benefit us.
Cam, did you watch the game live Monday night, the Raiders game?
Yeah.
Did you watch the normal one, or did you check out the Manning
I-
broadcast?
I watched both. So, like, I was on Hulu, and I clicked on the first one, and it was the Manning broadcast. And they had Charles Barkley. The funny thing is, they had his head on Peyton and Eli's, and I'm like, what the heck am I watching right now? But, you know, Peyton does a great job.
I was going to say, were you able to gain any sort of insight or tips from those guys?
I don't know if I gained any insight. I had more laughs than anything.
Yeah.
Peyton and Eli going back and forth. But then I switched over to the regular telecast. It was a pretty good game.
Cam, is Tua going to play this year?
I think so. You know, I know it's been a rocky start and things have happened, but I think we're all thinking he's going to play this year.
Cam, Mike said you guys are committed to rotating a lot in that game.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys see Carlos and say, the young guys that you were all bought into that plan?
You know, it's not like they're just young guys throwing them out there. They have experience. You know, you can go back to last year and that Dallas game last year, you know, Tyson was down and a couple other guys were banged up, but we needed Carlos and Isaiah to step up. And, you know, we saw that last year, and we feel more confidence this year in them. They're seasoned, they're better vets because of it, and we're going to need it from here on out. Thanks, guys.
What you're expecting on Sunday happened with the three-guy rotation and being able to get that much pressure with mostly four guys rushing? Is that expected out of you guys every week?
Yeah, we just gonna come out and work, man. That's all we doing. We just working, and we just playing our part. I think all three of us just playing our part, and we selfless. We just going out there playing for the team. Really, we doing whatever the team needs us to do.
Nothing would happen up here.
To be honest, I know my helmet came off and then I got a cut. I really don't know exactly what happened. I think it was a cleat, but I don't know. It's just like a little cut. It ain't nothing serious though.
Well, how much since you got here has your flexibility to be able to play either side and even rush while standing up from sort of an inside linebacker spot aided you in getting on the field and creating that rotation so quickly?
I don't know. I just feel like I know I can rush from anywhere on the field. So it's just bringing more versatility to the defense. I feel like all of us can do that, and it's something that's going to help us out a lot.
For as much as you guys, this team has relied on pressure from the outside linebackers in the past. Not often have they gotten the outside guys to sort of stand up inside and go. Did you notice Buffalo maybe taken by surprise by that a little bit?
I don't know if they was taken by surprise. I feel like we just came out there and rushed, and we tried to win matchups, and that's what we tried to do. I don't believe it was just taken by surprise.
Now, why does the group work so well together?
That's because we work out here together every day. We day in and day out, we put the work in. So on Sundays it's kind of easy because we don't work so hard during the week, during training camp, and through all that stuff, and we all understand our role.
Through other situations you've been in, how unique is this? Very unique.
Yeah, no, it's a unique situation. It's not just us 3-4 rushers. We got people on the inside that can rush extremely well, and we got people on the back end that can cover extremely well. So it's all 11 working together.
When you guys rep a lot of get off the ball quickly here, is that typical of the other places, in Chargers you've been, or do they emphasize that a little bit more?
It's typical. Everywhere it's all about get off. That's the first element of rushing is get off. So I feel like a lot of places rep that, and I feel like here we emphasize it a lot, which is a good thing.
Melvin, you're very familiar with the Raiders. I think you actually have the most sacks against them of any team you've ever played. Are they looking the same so far?
Oh, no, they definitely looking good. They got that big win on Monday night, and they definitely looking like a great ball club, and we got to come out and work and try to go out and get a victory.
What's unique about Derek Carr and trying to prepare for him versus somebody like Allen from last week?
Derek been in this league for a while, and he been doing good for a while. So we just got to come out and play assignment football against him and try to get pressure.
What do you think of when you see Waller?
Hey, one of the best that's doing it right now. And you got to give respect where respect due, and we got to play assignment football and try to cancel them out.
How much does Gruden do it? Sorry.
You mentioned at the beginning of this rotation. TJ mentioned that in the game. Alex mentioned it yesterday. How important is that rotation on the team?
I think it's big. It's big because everybody understands what their role is, and everybody understands how we're going to play. And I feel like it's not just us three. It's everybody. Everybody up front, we all rotate, and we all got a great rotation. We all work good together, and that's the best part of all of it.
Melvin, how much window dressing comes with the Gruden offense? Pre-snap moves, different formations, and how do you try to counter that?
I think a lot coming. It's just all about playing assignment football. Keying what you're supposed to key, not looking at all the other stuff.
You're only having to rush 4. How much of an advantage is that if you guys are getting pressure with 4?
Oh, that's always good. If you can get a 4-man rush going, then that's always good, no matter what defense you play on.
Mike Tomlin was asked during his press conference, somebody asked him, are you going to look at more Raiders tape this year or from last year? And he actually said, I might look at a lot of Chargers tape because of some of the coaches that have come over.
Yeah.
Can you aid in that? Are you talking to the coaches about things to look for on their defensive side of the football?
Oh, no, it's just that the Raiders got a lot of our coaches. A lot of coaches that was in the Chargers. So it's just natural to go back and look at that film because that's what's over there now, and they typically gonna be doing the same thing. So it's just a natural instinct to look at the Chargers tape.
You impressed with some of their pass rushers too?
Yeah, of course. They definitely. Max Crosby is great. Yannick is great, and they got a lot of guys over there that's really making some noise, and a lot of guys that I look forward to playing against, and I look forward to watching. So they definitely got some guys.
How tough is it to bring down Josh Jacobs?
Nah, he's a hard runner. It's definitely tough to bring him down. You got to come with your feet. If you don't come with your feet, he'll definitely embarrass you.
Is that something that all Alabama running backs just have? I mean, you guys see Najee out here every day in camp. He was kind of the next guy. They just make him different down there?
Man, I guess so. That's a hats off to Nick Saban down there, what he doing with him.
What do you anticipate the atmosphere to be like on Sunday?
Amazing. Just from being here the short period of time, the atmosphere has already been amazing. So I know it's going to be phenomenal on Sunday.
Was there a moment last year that really stuck out to you of you kind of realizing man, we really don't have fans here?
Every moment. Because you go from playing with fans your whole life to no fans, so it definitely was different. I would say it definitely was different.